Julia, thank you. The week of July 4th is more than a holiday week. It's a money-making opportunity, and that's definitely the case for St. Augustine, where the #1 industry, as we all know, is tourism.
So you may be wondering, how is the week shaking up economically? First Coast News' Jessica Clark spoke with folks in the hospitality and tourism business, and the reviews this year, they're mixed.
The single busiest day of the year in St. Augustine is the 4th of July. The business that pours into town affects the incomes of people who work in the tourism industry here, like Chad Bruns, a waiter.
Definitely more money. Tips are good, and more money for a waiter is obviously a good thing.
It's good for Kathy Jones, too. She's his manager at Scarlett O'Hara's restaurant in downtown St. Augustine.
It was busy. The roads here were full of pedestrians walking and guests and locals. It was nice.
And she says this year's 4th of July and holiday weekend were as busy or busier than last year. And so this year was busier.
I believe it was. On my own personal perspective, I do believe it was busier.
Jones is also a manager at Hoptinger Bar and Restaurant on Anastasia Island, and
we were just as busy this year as of last year.
Okay.
Yeah, by the sales, by the number of sales that we did.
Some attractions, such as the St. Augustine Alligator Farm, say the 4th itself was slow. Maybe people were at the beach, but the park has been absolutely slammed on the days surrounding the holiday. But business has not been booming for everyone this summer in St. Augustine. Here at Metal Arts, a shop in downtown St. Augustine, the owner told me business was awful on the 4th of July. She said it's hard to make money when there aren't any people on the roads. Other shop owners in St. Augustine agree, saying their stores were really quiet on a typically firecracker kind of business day. That leads many people to conclude people who were visiting St. Augustine were not here to shop.
I think they were more out to eat. Yes.
Overall, there are no hard tourism numbers out yet for the 4th of July week in St. Johns County, but according to the Visitor and Convention Bureau, for June, occupancy rates at St. Johns County hotels were flat. Hotel and visitor numbers in the last couple of years have been record-setting in the county, which leads some people in the industry to wonder if the pace is slowing. As for places like Scarlett O'Hara's, 4th of July business is still booming.
It was a good evening for St. Augustine, and it was a good evening for Scarlett's.
In St. Augustine, Jessica Clark, First Coast News.
The water looks refreshing out there.
It sure does. Today's one of those days you want to be in the pool, want to be at the beach, or eating ice cream, because it is hot.